This particular lesson centers on the base and quote currencies. And so, these forex quotations are written as a combination of two different currencies, as you must have identified. Then, if you watch closely, you will see that it is usually written as this or this in this format, either written together or written with a forward slash and then the other by this three letter code. And so the first currency in a currency pair, just like this very first three, remember that talking about this combination as it is shown here, we will want to try to explain that briefly as to why it is written in trays. And so, as an example, being the US dollar, which is the USD, as a three-letter word, we see that the very first two letters identifies the name of the country. That's where you can see here. Currency codes are always three letters. The first two identify the country name, and the last letter usually identifies the name of the currency. This D being dollar. So United States dollar or US dollar written in trade. We also have Australian dollar. We have GBP, which is Great Britain pounds, and several others. But there is an exception, and the exception to this rule is just the euro, written as EUR, which is used in multiple countries in the European Union. And so it just stands as euro, EUR. So coming back to where we were, the first currency or the first three letter currency, just like this XSS, is a currency pair, or in a currency pair is called the base currency. This happens to be the base currency, while the second three letter currency listed in a pair following the base currency is the quote currency. Simply means that this very three is the base currency, while this last three is the quote currency, which can also be written as this. So the best way to understand the base and quote currency is in terms of exchange rates. When provided with an exchange rate, the currency pair shows a base currency's relative value compared to the quote currency. What do we mean? We mean how much of this very quote currency do we need for us to buy 1 unit of the base currency. So we can say that the base currency is quoted against, or the first currency is quoted against the second currency. So this very first three letter, this first currency either gains or loses against this very quote currency. Simply, this represents one whole unit, which is the base currency. It stands as one, just one whole unit. Let us say $1, 1 US dollar. So if it is a USD JPY, we mean how many Japanese yen, how many JPY do we need for us to get 1 US dollar? So this is the quote currency and this is the base currency. Let us take some example, or just one example. So this is a BTC USD pair, 1 minute time frame. Then just like we said earlier, it can be written either as this, as it is written here, or written as this with a forward slash separating the two. So in this particular pair, we mean this as a whole number. This is one whole unit of BTC. Then it simply means how many of US dollars is needed for us to get 1 unit of BTC. That is what you see on the price chart here. This is what is needed at each level, price level, to get 1 unit of BTC. What is needed, how many dollars is needed to get, that is what is represented on the price levels here. So by this horizontal line that I added here, which is 40,500.40, that is 40,500.40 cents, or we can say $40,500 and 40 cents is needed at this very level to get 1 Bitcoin. So as price got to this level, it simply means by this level we will need $40,500.40 US dollars, 40 cents to get 1 BTC. That is what it means here. And so when price is also at this very level, you check by the right, then it simply means we need 41,390.60 US dollars to get 1 BTC. Just like that, any price level, which simply means this very quote currency means how many of this, which is here, can we use to buy 1 of this. That is what is represented everywhere here on chart and in every and all charts. BTC USD simply means 1 of BTC. How many of USD is needed to get 1 of it? That is what we have here. So that is what we mean by the base and the quote currency. This 1 unit of BTC, the quote currency remains so that this can either gain against it or lose value against it. But as for the quote currency, how many is needed to get 1 of it? That is the combination of currencies to make a quote. While you have that in mind, you should also remember, and it is good to know, that both this and this also affects the movement of this. So not just this or just this. The both affects. So that is why we have the bulls and the bears. This gaining or losing weight, and then this, how many of these needed to get this, also either gaining or losing against this. So that is all we want to have on this base and quote currency. Believing you understand, we want to go to the next lesson.